What's good, y'all? It's your boy Payday, and this is Skit Show's Hot Seat. Once again, we have a very special guest. Man, if we talking about time in Seattle, making shit happen, being entrepreneurs within our communities, this person right here is going to set the bar so much higher than we've had on any show. I mean, he's a DJ, he's a rapper, he's a entertainer, and he can make any night fantastic in any venue. Give it up for my boy, Yohiness.
Wasn't expecting all that. This guy's insane.
Appreciate you.
Hey,
Thank you.
you know how we come around here,
Thank you.
man.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Come
you.
on.
What an intro.
Absolutely. Yo, first of all, this is one of them ones that kind of, like, even before this, I had to catch myself and be like, man, I want to make sure I'm the most genuine when I'm having a conversation with you.
Yep.
I think the best thing about you as a person is you bring the best out of people. And so when you bring the best out of people, sometimes you'll be able to identify when situations just don't feel comfortable.
Yep.
And so having a space like this and just the experience that we've just had creating this set,
Yep.
fucking having a time before this, it was just like instantly when I walked into your presence, it made me feel motivated and confident about what I'm trying to do here.
Yep.
And like just you being a person, it brings that the best out of me.
Love.
And so that's, I mean, we have to start with the flowers. You guys know that. It, it's something that I always say on every single show. I've met so many phenomenal people, and I know those people personally. And when they come on the show, I have that same kind of feeling towards them. But it's just like how you move and how you operate as a person. It's contagious. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And everybody knows that. Anybody who knows you moving up north of fucking Seattle or south of a goddamn Puyallup,
Come on.
they will know who Your Highness is and what he's about as a person.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I feel very strongly and confident about it. It's good to see you because
Pleasure.
it's been a long time.
Come on. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Niggas been working. Niggas been busy.
Absolutely.
Focused more than anything. And, you know, before we get started, I definitely want to just give credit to God. And I feel like that's always a touchy topic, but I wouldn't have no drive if it wasn't for the man above. And I like to give a lot of my energy and my flowers to him as you give your flowers to me. And it's a full circle, and it's a long time coming. So thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yes. And it's a very good pleasure to have you on this show. This episode in particular, with having you on the show, is a little bit different from what we've generally been doing.
Yep.
So, yes, we're going to have wings involved.
Come on.
Yes, we're going to have sauce involved.
Yep.
Yes, we're going to have an actual brand called GoCo that is now in 150 different Fred Meyers here in the Northwest.
Come on. Talk about
We'll
it.
be tasting this just in case it get a little hot. And, you know, sometimes it can get real hot on this show.
For sure. For sure. I'm here for it.
And with the sauce that we have from the Black Flag, we've used this for our previous episode that was similar to what we're doing here right now. But we will bring out 3 different companies, 3 different brands, 3 different styles of wings. And those wings will be rated and judged by you and I.
Yep.
After you pick out of this bowl and answer a question that we would like to know about you.
Okay.
So
That's a bet.
this is what we on. We got question number 1. Can you start us off?
We own it. We own it. We own it. Where are you from? And how did your area impact the way that you move and do business? I wasn't
Okay.
expecting to read the question, so I'm going to let you read that to me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to answer it that way, too.
Yes. But we need the wings.
Yes. The wings are coming. The wings are on the way. I'm excited. I haven't had wings in 2 years. So as we wait for the wings, I want to talk about that and not eating meat in the last 2 years and doing this for you guys today.
You know, that's the craziest thing. funny story. When we get every single person on the set, we just immediately assume that they eat meat, and obviously that is not the way that you're supposed to live here in 2024. You got to realize that there are people who don't fucking eat meat. So, with that being said, my fine gentleman here is
I'm part of that committee. I'm part of that committee. One of the producers I've spoke to, I let him know that I didn't eat meat before that, and it was just a miscommunication thing. But today is the day that Yohiness goes back to the, I hope it's all dark meat, so I'm gonna say goes back to the dark side, and we're gonna eat some meat today. Yeah, we gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have a stomach buster and enjoy all the sauces that's been presented to me today, and have a good fucking time. Okay.
Hey, luckily we only got one sauce. You know what I'm saying? Luckily we're only rocking with one sauce. But what I will say right now is, I'm sorry.
Nah, man, it's a lesson to be learned. We got the helicopter coming. We in Seattle, Washington right now. Hopefully it's all good things. They're probably talking about the traffic that's on I-5 versus
Thanks, D.
bad
Mikey.
things.
Okay, here we go. So, this is what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna read off the question. This is the first time this has actually ever happened.
Look,
He wants me to read it to him.
but
Now,
it gives me time
would you
to
like
think a little
me
bit more.
to read it in a British accent? Because I can.
I think for the viewers' sake, I think he should do that. Do you guys think so?
What do you think?
I think so.
All right. Where are you from,
Yep.
and how did your area impact the way you move
Yep.
and do business?
I'm from Federal Way, Washington, which is 20 minutes south from Seattle.
Oh, hold on.
20 minutes
Hold on, hold
north
on,
of
hold
Tacoma.
on. Wait a minute. See, he quick, he fast. He moves with good intention. But we have to eat the wing.
Oh, man.
First, before you respond, we have to eat the wing.
Yep, lit.
So, you choose out of 3
Okay.
different companies
Yep.
that I cannot tell you until the end.
Until after.
Until after. And you know of these places. You've probably eaten chicken wings there within this Queen Anne, Belltown, South Lake Union area.
Lit.
So,
I'm gonna
choose one.
go with the one that got the pepper on it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the right way.
Go ahead and grab it.
So we're gonna do this one. And then
Okay.
what's the take with the sauce part?
So, with this particular sauce, we are just using this because it's phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
great. I love it.
Yep.
And it's probably one of my favorite hot sauces that we've used after we've seen probably 200 different hot sauces on this particular show.
Fire.
So, with that being said, we're going to crack this open.
Yep, lit. Then we're gonna take these questions out and put some of that sauce in there.
No, we're going to use one of them napkins.
Napkins?
Yeah, let's use napkins. Yeah. Ooh, how are we going to do that with... See, this is going to be different for you.
It's gonna be very different. I'm excited. It's been a while. I still am like infatuated with social media, like all of us young Generation X kids are, and so I see a lot of cooking things, and you know, seeing the chicken makes me like crave it a lot still. Yeah, kind of excited to take a bite of some good fried goodness.
Okay. So we're going to use the ground.
Yep. You should pour it over this plate so the sauce can fall on the veggies, and I'll fuck with those two after.
This sauce ain't falling. I'm straight to it with the
Is
brew.
it spicy?
It's just...
It's just.
you
just
finna
steam.
find out. You
Heard.
finna find out.
That's a bet. All right.
You finna really find out.
Captain's Revenge Garlic Barbecue Ghost
Cheers.
Scorpion Habanero. Jesus Christ. I love God.
Oh, shit. I kind of forgot how this... That's good, right? And how are you on heat? How do you feel about heat in terms of like, it could be Thai food. Do you order the 5-star or do you order the 1-star? You know what I'm saying? Where are you sitting at on in terms of heat? when you get your food?
Not really a crazy heat guy like that.
He just ate chicken, everyone.
Yeah, just give me a moment.
This is wild. We are now in a moment of time where you realize that in this time, in this instant, you are doing something you never thought you would do.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time.
How does it taste?
Tastes good. I feel like my teeth aren't used to like taking this long to break down things. Flavor's amazing. I think the garlic. I think the garlic with the habanero is a great balance. I still like fuck with my spices, dealing with the veggies a lot. Yeah, it's cool to be back. It's kind of like a weird high. Like I be smoking hella weed and like feeling that, like tasting that grease and eating that meat. Like it's a high that I'm kind of taking on right now. It's different.
Okay. And how do you feel about this wing? What about this wing would stand out to you?
I think the texture was really good. I think the crispiness, it being fried, was fried to perfection. Coming back, not eating meat for 2 years, I wish it probably had some like, at your mama's crib batter to it. This ain't this. I could tell this had no flour on it, deep fried, and that's cool. Personally, I just wish I could have took my first bite and then having some motherfucking flour batter to it type of time. And so
I feel you.
I think that's the only letdown. The flavor's good. I think the Black Flag is amazing. It's not too spicy. It has the good amount of garlic that balances out the spicy. I don't really do too much. I think I'm a 2 if I order anything that's spicy. So that's a good one. I think all around. I've never heard a scale.
Out of 10.
8 out of 10 for sure.
8 out of 10
8 out
for
of 10
sure.
for sure.
Come on, you see the 8 out of 10 right here. Okay.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 for sure.
Man, hey, I'm feeling this goddamn wing. As you was talking, I was kind of trying to stay focused.
Yeah.
Stay focused on what we was really talking about. This is a hell of a wing. It goes really good with the sauce, and I'm really impressed. This sauce is just such an overall sauce. It's not too hot, and it's not too mild, and it really gives you a good place for a wing. Sometimes people just don't like all the sauce on them. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
A sauce that you could really use right now in this day and age is one of these because, man, it goes great on any wing.
I go full time for sure.
Absolutely. So, we done the first one.
Yep.
Now answer your question.
Where am I from and how that's influenced me and how I do business? I'm from Federal, Washington. 20 minutes south from Seattle, 20 minutes north from Tacoma, so it's in the middle of both worlds. I like to tell people that Federal Public School District is one of the most diverse school districts in the state of Washington. So I grew up around everyone. There wasn't just white people, there wasn't just black people. I grew up around Samoans, I grew up around Hispanics, I grew up around Ukrainians, Russians, you name it, I was exposed to it. So being exposed to different cultures gave me the ability to be able to adapt. I wasn't nervous being in spaces full of white people. I wasn't nervous being in spaces full of Hispanics. Like none of that's ever been a thing to me. I remember going to California for the first time and locking in with groups of people, and everybody fucked with what they looked like. You know what I mean? And that was different. That was an impact for me, and it made me appreciate home so much more. And I think Federal Way is specific to that. I don't think that you'll be able to go anywhere else in the world and be able to get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you'll see that when you meet people from Federal Way. You know what I mean? They'll take you to a space that's full of white people. They'll take you to a space that's full of black people. They'll take you to a space that's full of Samoans. You know what I mean? And they'll still have that same welcome. They'll still end up being the same person. And so that's shaped the business. That shaped who I am as a person. That shaped who I am as a father. And I love Federal Way for it.
For sure. Every time I've been to Federal Way or in that area, it is that vibe.
Yep.
And I feel like you guys trickled that down to, you know, the Puyallup area.
Absolutely.
And Tacoma trickled that into that Puyallup area because that's kind of where I grew up, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
playing ball out there and just feeling that level of competition too as well.
Yep.
And it was just an energy that kind of absorbed into me being in a predominantly white area.
Come on.
So it's just being able to maneuver within the cultures of other people
Yep.
to understand their struggle, even if that struggle is kind of minuscule or in comparison to what yours is.
Absolutely.
You can see how they struggle because they don't have that maybe heart or desire or determination or grit due to being in positions to where it's easy for them.
Yep.
So being in that middle area, and I feel like Federal Way it was like going from here, Puyallup to Seattle was like a meter raising and rising. So
Absolutely.
up north, more north you get to Seattle,
Yep.
it was more of a understanding of that lifestyle or what to do to get it
Yep.
as you got closer to Seattle.
For
So
sure.
it's just like,
It's a beauty and a blessing.
yeah,
It's like a beauty and a blessing. It's like a kind of a curse at the same time because it's like you get exposed to what you want to be exposed to in Federal Way.
Yeah.
So like you can take the route of like, damn, I'm interested in being a city kid. So Seattle's only 20 minutes north. I'm going to attach to everything that's city like. Or I could be kind of more modest and to myself.
Yeah.
I could love the suburbia area because that's kind of what I've been exposed to. That's what my parents kind of exposed me to. Let me be this preppy kid.
yeah,
Or you can kind of expose yourself to another side of Federal Way, and it's like on the borderline of Fife. So then that's where the Puyallup and the life of Puyallup kind of comes in. You know, you get like that farmland, that country feel. You know what I mean? And so like when you're not exposed to all that, you tend to have an identity crisis if you can't find a community.
Yes.
And that's what Federal Way
Oh,
does, man.
yes.
The people, all the
Yeah,
leaders, all
hell
the
yeah.
pillars in Federal Way, they create a community for whatever the fuck that you want it to be. And that's why I love my city so much.
for sure, for
You
sure.
know?
I respect that, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, I resonate with that entirely. And I just, you know, that energy is contagious, like I said before.
Yep.
So to be able to put it and answer it in that formality, that's the way.
Thank you.
That's the way to communicate. And I think people will see that and they'll understand it even more.
For sure. For sure. I
All
think
right.
it's important.
So we're going to go to question number 2.
What has having a child brought to your life and personal growth as an artist?
Now,
We got to eat.
choose another wing.
Okay. We're gonna go with the light
Okay,
skin.
okay.
I have to use the sauce. I only asked that because like I wanted to try a piece without anything.
Okay.
Like these, to the eye, look like the pure naked ones,
Okay.
and so I think it's only right to try it naked for a
Okay.
bite.
Okay.
Cheers. Cheers. There we go. Yeah,
I feel you.
they're naked.
Mhm.
There's no flavor to it.
Mm.
Just fried chicken.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for in that first bite. Needed this. This is cool.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. You know. That's how you feel?
Yeah, crazy. Gnarly.
Yo, that's great. If you guys knew, if you know, you know. This reaction is great. This is top tier reaction for this particular wing in specifics.
For sure.
God damn.
For sure.
That's
For
how
sure.
you feel. Hold on, we're
feel
going to
good.
get to it in a second.
I feel
Hold on.
good. I feel good.
Hold on.
How do you like it?
More pounds to the ounce.
Yeah.
More pounds to the ounce. God damn, yo, this right here, this is a chicken wing.
Yes.
You know, if you had to label something and you had to put it up and hold it up and say, what's a chicken wing? You
Yep.
put this motherfucker up.
Yep. And it's
You
a
would
good
put this
size.
one up.
It's a good size. It's not all little. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people eat them. I love, bro. I ain't gonna. You feel
You
me?
ain't
We
gonna get
all-
him? You don't ain't gonna get him? You don't
we
want to
all
get him?
for the win, but I be seeing them little ass wings. You feel me? I'm like, what are those? What lab were those made in?
Hey, where you
Yeah.
get them from, bro?
What are those? Who are those? Where were those flown in from? Jesus Christ.
Man, that's great. Yeah,
Will
that's a
you,
good wing. So talk
you-
about it.
will you read it back to me?
Yeah, talk about them wings though. How you feel? What would you get this one?
I would give this one a probably like a 7.37.
7.37.
7.37.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you like the first ones more than you like these ones?
I think that's a hard question to really answer. Not even to be like too intricate on the shit, but like I think this one, like I really like the texture, the size of it was kind of crazy, but it was just like it was just a wing.
Yeah.
There was no love on it.
There was no love on it. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
On the first ones, you know, they did their thing. They looked peppered. It had the flavor to it, but like, yeah. If I'm definitely starving, I'm definitely choosing the first ones over the second ones. For sure. But I'm not gonna say the second ones were bad, bro. They just didn't have no sauce. They didn't have they didn't have nothing on them. They were just bare naked wings. My girl loves that like that. She likes to be able to dip it in what she wants to dip it in, and these were perfect for those. And she might think these are 10.
But they're light skinned.
They're light skinned.
They're light skinned.
They're light skinned. You feel me? Nigga didn't put no gloves on to make those. Nigga just dropped them things. You feel me? Get the 7.37 when you do that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we got the first wing is at an 8.
Mm-hmm.
This next wing, this light skin, is at a 7.37.
7.37.
So we got one more wing left.
Yep.
But first, we're going to get to this question. What has having a child brought to your life in personal growth as an artist? And to be honest, as a man.
Yep. I think responsibility more than anything.
Okay.
I think having kids just like puts things in perspective. It makes you turn the art into a business. I think that was the biggest transition for me. I think when I had my first kid, it was just more like I'm trying to adjust and figure out how to have both. You know what I mean? A lot of people are in a position where they have to choose one or the other. Yeah, and I think responsibility was the biggest thing in turning it into a business. Drawing the lines of taking things that were fun versus taking things that's going to have an impact on me and the people that's around me, dependent on me. You know, I tell people all the time, some of the best art that we know and recognize, we know of it because there was a dollar sign put to it. Mm-hmm. And so even if you are an artist and you don't want to have a conversation about money, that's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
And so never be afraid to put that price on your art and know what you put into this universe and what it's worth. And so that was the biggest thing, having a kid. It just made things realistic for me. You know, I got a lot of people around me that's went to college. I got a lot of people around me that's hustling. My dad was a blue collar worker. You know, there's so many different routes and avenues that I could have went to like find success, and choosing art is probably every single one of those peoples that I've named off last fucking option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so me sticking to that was insane for the most people. Insane for my kid's mom, insane for their family. It was insane for me. Sure. But I knew that's what I wanted to be doing, and so I had to figure out how to turn that shit into something that I could monetize.
Sure.
Until you do that, it's la la land.
Yeah.
How you do that, I can't tell you how to do that, but you have to do it. to make it real, and having kids makes everything real. And so
Yes,
it brought
sir.
responsibility and that word monetizing into the forefront of my mind. Simple.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not even, some people say it's a blessing and a curse. No, it's a blessing, because the type of person that you are will determine whether it's a curse or not.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so being a person who is self-aware and cognizant of, how can I make this into something that benefits not just myself, but the people now I have to take care of.
For sure.
So to realize that and to take responsibility for that,
Yep.
and as you know, the internet is going wild about how men don't take responsibility and don't, hold accountability. To be in that role or to be in that position and choose the right route is,
It takes time. It
Yeah.
takes time, and there's no right route.
yeah,
There's no right route, man. You go through so much, like as a person, as a creative, and as somebody that's in somewhat of a spotlight. Like, these people can't tell you what's right. Only you and God know what's right for you. You know what I mean? It's just it just depends on what route you want to take and how much sacrifices you can make, and you're gonna hurt some people.
yeah,
You're gonna hurt some people chasing what you love because everybody else doesn't love it and they will never understand it.
right,
You know, there's a lot of sacrifices that's gonna have to be made, but like, are you willing to stand by those?
right,
Are you willing to stand by those and cut time with the people that you love because you gotta go make this happen? You know, that might not be the most beneficial at the time. That shit might not pay off for another 2 years from now.
gee, yeah,
You know what I mean? And are you willing to be able to see things that far through, and not just you? Are you able to explain that to your significant other?
yeah,
Are you able to explain that to your kids? I wasn't. I couldn't explain that at the beginning. It was tough. My oldest, like, she's went through it. I love her for it. She doesn't look at me no different. But like, her and my son are living two totally different lives.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
The military.
Damn! Why you gotta come right in between us? Shit.
That was perfect. It might have got too heavy, but
Right.
I think having kids brings responsibility to a man's life that wants to be responsible.
Right.
If you don't want to be responsible, it's easy to shake that shit and kind of turn the cheek to it. But, you know, if I say anything on this podcast, man, my dad raised me, and I'll be damned if I fuck this cycle up.
For sure. Absolutely.
I'll
Come
be
on.
damned.
Hey, man, that leads us into our next question. Question number 3. Go ahead and grab that last jump.
This last joint right here, we got some.
Come on.
got some
Wait,
color.
hold on. Grab that question, though.
Ooh.
That question
I
first.
thought we were doing the wings first. My fault.
Read that question, then we're going to hit
What
the
are
win.
3 things you would tell a younger you?
Whoa. Well, come on. It would just continue to.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
splashing.
Yeah.
I don't need to eat this wing.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let me do.
Do you
some,
want some
I'm gonna
sauce?
Do some, I'm gonna do some
Use
ranch
some
with this
ranch.
one. Cause I did the last
I'm
one.
gonna do some
I
ranch
did
with it,
the
too.
last one, thank you.
I'm going to do some ranch with it, too.
What
Yeah,
are
that
3
shit was
things I
too
would
hot,
tell a
wasn't
younger
it?
you?
Yeah, you don't want to admit that the shit was hot. Okay, here we go. Cheers. Wait. Yep.
I ate my shit already.
That's
We're
okay.
gonna do the backside.
Bang, bang, bang.
Okay. 3 things I would tell my younger me.
Wait. Hold on. You know what? I forgot which one these are.
I'm gonna get nasty with it. Man. What are 3 things I would tell my younger self? Which ones are these? Okay. I'm here with it. I'm centered.
How you feel about this wing, though?
These are those modified ones I was talking about.
What do you mean?
I hope I don't throw off any motherfucking sponsorship that you got going on. But those are them small little kind of skin tight things that I was talking about. You feel me? Those are the ones. Those are the ones. Those are the ones I was talking about.
He said skin tight.
Skin tight as hell. Tastes like Botox. Like the motherfuckers is tight. You know what I mean?
Hey,
To
yo.
the average taste, they probably wasn't bad. You know what I mean? If they're from a bar, it's because like
Oh shit.
you know me drinking, it's gonna fill you up. It's gonna do what it do. But like, I'm gonna put it like this: eating that one, put the last wings that I had that were 7.37 because I still remember I stay sharp. That put that at an 8.5. I'm so serious about like
So then what'd you
wings
put the
being
first one?
modified.
So would you put the first one?
The first one stay at an 8 because like
Stayed at 8, but
stay at
now
an 8.
the
the
light
ones that are
skins?
8, the light skins, bro, they're the size.
8.5.
They're the size. They're not tight.
Yeah.
The skin's not tight on them
Yeah.
joints.
The
You
skin-
feel me? Like it's some chicken.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
chicken. I don't know what's
Some
going on.
chicken. And the last one didn't have the chicken.
Those
Chicken,
ones
chicken.
are just, you feel me?
Okay, so tell me this.
Those are the ones that come in the big
So
bag.
tell me this. What you gonna give this last one right here? Because
The
this is
last one, also got to get the 6 point. We got to get the 6.87.
6.87 for the
6.87.
last
The last one.
wing.
And it brought the second ones up to an 8.5.
And it brought the second ones up to an 8.5. So now we have transferred
Yes.
from the leader being at an 8
Yep.
with our first wing.
Yep.
And now the second wing,
Mhm.
the light skin,
Light
first of all,
skin went to
has
8.5
moved up
to
to
the
an 8.5.
fucking winner. Those are the ones.
And you know what they are?
Those are the ones.
And you know what we was talking about that? We had that conversation that you guys just previously saw. We had the conversation about how we felt about the second one.
Yeah.
That was intense. That was probably the most emotionally connected response that we have had here on this motherfucking show.
Yeah, the
because-
second ones just moved up to being the ones, not
Yeah.
the 2. Yeah. Those are
Absolutely.
it. Those are it.
So I'm gonna reread this question to you.
3 things that I would tell my younger self.
So I'm gonna reread it though, because
Yes.
we've reread every single question.
Let me
Here
hear
we
that.
go. What are 3 things you would tell a younger you?
I'm gonna take some time to think. I'm gonna let this helicopter pass through.
He spun the block. He spun the block. He must have.
3 things I would tell my younger self. I feel like I've been talking about this a lot lately. I know for one, number 1 would be to not seek validation from the people around you.
Mhm.
Everyone doesn't grow up the same as you. Everyone doesn't have the same thought process as you. Just try it. Try it before you ask somebody how cool it is. Just do it. It'll probably be dope as fuck, and the person next to you that's gonna tell you that it's not dope because they don't think the same as you is gonna fuck you at the end of the day. Now that idea will never get put into the universe because you seek the wrong validation.
Right.
Just do it. It's dope. Whatever your idea is, it's dope. Try it. Advice number 2, don't do cocaine. Do not do cocaine. Stay away from it. We're in a creative space. It's gonna get offered to you left and right. Stay the fuck away from it. I went through that phase. I'm telling you, somebody that's went through that phase that looks like you, stay away from cocaine. It's not tight. Number 3,
Hey.
practice at your craft every day. You hear that all the time, but hard work beats talent. When talent doesn't work hard, you can get dope. You can have a moment. You can have a month. You can have a week. You can have a couple days. That shit doesn't mean anything because somebody's in the gym working 2 times as hard as you. You played sports. You understand that. Stay in the gym. Whatever you're doing, if you're writing, write. If you're DJing, make a mix. Work at your craft every fucking day, and no one will be able to stop you. It's so easy to be able to get an ego these days. The internet puts you in a cool space to where your talent doesn't have to be as good. But I was talking to my OGs, there's gonna become a time where like your clout's here and your talent's gonna have to fucking be right here.
Yeah.
And when that talent's not fucking right here, this comes back down here
Right.
and you're fucked.
Right.
So make sure the talent is up here. Those are my 3 words of advice.
Beautiful. Every single one of them is important to make exactly what people want to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I guarantee you, we've seen enough movies, we've seen enough people succeed, whether it's fictional or nonfiction. We've seen so many other people succeed, and so sometimes when you don't take responsibility, like you spoke about when you had your child, when you don't actually stop yourself from doing certain things that will hinder you from what you want to achieve, you start really taking accountability for who you are.
For sure.
And when you take accountability for who you are, it's just that simple. It don't matter what nobody else is doing in the world. Just take accountability for you.
Yep.
And that right there will trump anything. And it will
100%.
put you, if you got the light, everybody got the light.
Come on.
But it's like, do you want to shine or you just want to be like everybody else?
Are you going to, like, I don't know the last time people have held a flashlight, but it's 2024.
Come on.
These things, they have a twist element to it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a security guard, you can twist that motherfucking flashlight to have it focused on one person. So is that how you're going to have your flashlight? Or you could twist it to the left and have that motherfucker shining on
Come on.
500 people if needed.
Come
You
on.
know what I mean? How are you going to have your flashlight adjusted? You know what I mean? And I just wanted to say that as you talked about people putting their light on people. It's you're not going to lose any light putting light on other people.
Right.
Share that shit. The flashlight works in 100 different ways, man.
But in reference to that, be content within your own. I feel like being content within your own light is the only way it will be able to umbrella.
Come on.
It's the only way that you can include people because you have to be included within who you are. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And
100%.
it's like there's so many talented people who don't take responsibility, you know what I'm saying? And don't speak of that way of life. It's not like you're taken away from anybody around you. It's just making sure you can wake up every single day and perform.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
And so that is what I see.
Thank you.
It is a person that, you know, ever since I've known you, bro, like there's been years where we haven't communicated, you know.
Come on.
And I just want you to know that being here today, you have a safe space.
Thank
And
you.
I hope you felt that you had a safe space as we ate these wings.
Yes.
As we now will crack open the GoCo, which I spoke about earlier. 150 different Fred Meyers here in the Northwest.
To the good shit.
Cheers to the good shit. Cheers to being here today. Tell me what you think.
I pride myself on not faking it. This is tasty. If it didn't taste good, I swear to God, I would have made the face.
This is iron.
And you know I ate chicken. I ain't ate chicken in some years, so like
Man.
drinking this and you feel me? It's amazing. Shout out to what is it, Goku? Where we on, man? No niggas can't read.
And there you have it, motherfuckers. There
God
you fucking
damn it.
have it. This is actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is actually very fucking
It's good. It's good. It's like a weird thickness
God
to the
damn.
to the consistency of it. You know what I mean? It's not too thin. Like I like it. I like it. It's good.
And it's got what? It's got like, hold on, it's got 40 milligrams of caffeine, I think.
If you're a drinker, this is gonna be for you.
Yeah, bro.
You know, this is gonna save you in the morning.
95 milligrams of caffeine, bro.
This will help out a lot. Probably the night of drinking. That's what I would probably do. I'm super big on the coconut water.
Yeah.
I love tequila and drinking that, and then making sure I drink coconut water in the morning. It saves me from a hangover cure. But like drinking this, I feel like this can be able to have a good substitute night of while you're drinking.
And for people like who drink Red Bulls and
Yep.
vodka, you know what I'm saying?
That's while you're
this
drinking.
you would want to do this over doing that because
For sure.
Red Bulls can take you to another fucking element. It's like an actual version of alcohol
Yeah.
that you mix with the alcohol.
We love Red Bull.
Red Bull is great, my nigga, but you would be jumping off the walls.
We love Red Bull.
Oh, like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But this right here is doing what it do.
Come on.
Hey, get this camera off of me. Nigga, I've been getting some Red Bull dollars. You about to cut me off, nigga.
Hey, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Actually, wait, hold on.
Yes.
Before we go, though, Before we go, can you let them know where we can find you?
You can find me, Yohiness J on Twitter, Yohiness J on Instagram, Yohiness Jennings on Facebook, because that's my government name. My mama gave me that name. Let me see. YohinessJennings@gmail.com. None of you producers send me them weak ass beats, but if you got business for me, send that shit my way. Yes, sir.
Well, we just had Yohiness J in this mug tonight. Catch my boy at STK, right?
Yes,
Next?
sir. We at STK tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna come out tomorrow, but we at STK every Thursday
Come on.
until fucking May, until we renegotiate the contracts. But you know, niggas can't read, so we might be there a little bit after that. Yeah, we everywhere, man. You know,
Come on.
just keep up with me. I swear to God, I'll make sure that you have a good time anytime you're out in the city in Seattle. I'm here for a good time. I'm here for a long time.
Wonderful. Guys, thank you for watching, and that's a wrap.
I felt like money.
So tell me what you want from me.